Space Invaders have landed at Selfridges. The game Earth people have been waiting for is now on sale for the first time. With 112 ways to stop the invaders landing. Your Space Invaders cartridge, normally $29.95, comes free with the Atari console and combat cartridge for £149. Space Invaders, just one of the Atari cartridges available at Selfridges. There's no place like it.
Of colors that sends the blues away. It's a milk chocolate party when the band begins to play. 'Cause a handful of Smarties makes you feel happy all day. And a handful of Smarties goes a long, long way.
These new gas cookers use even less fuel now, you know. And you can save from £10 to £40 if you trade in your old one. Oh! But hurry to your local gas showroom while the offer lasts. Phew.
It's no good, Mr. Bullock. I told them we're full, but they won't go.
At ease, lad. Leave it to me.
Who'd you tell them, Mr. Bullock?
Simple, lad. I just said, wouldn't you rather be Hemeling?
Hemeling Light. Same strength, but low carbohydrate. Wow. Wouldn't you rather be Hemeling?
Just popped in for a new tie.
Come to C&A. We've got a world of clothes for you.
A world of fashion that's international.
Feels like it'd travel well.
Paris? Plymouth, actually.
Better have a shirt as well.
For downhill races, uphill fighters, or something to make us splash in. C&A has the flair and a quality care we look at closely because we know you will too.
My card.
So look at the flair, look at the care.
Got the tie, Charles?
Well done, sir.
There's a world of clothes at C&A.
And compare the prices anywhere.
The Hand on the Shoulder, that famous red book, the smiling face of Eamon Andrews, and This Is Your Life. In this week's Daily Mirror, Eamon reveals behind-the-scenes secrets of one of TV's top shows. How he floored Muhammad Ali, what happened when Virginia Wade said no, how he captured Terry Wogan, how he almost lost Ginger Rogers, how he hid from Kevin Keegan. Eamon tells of his disguises, the scares, the fun. Eamon's This Is Your Life secrets, exclusive in this week's Daily Mirror. Get it tomorrow.
Next, Oliver and Dodger continue their escapades in the further adventures of Oliver Twist.
In that building over there are the offices of an Australian company who managed to make a margarine that had the most extraordinary success. And it didn't have to spend a fortune on advertising either.
Housewives had taken the product, they'd tried it, they were very satisfied with it and told other wives and customers, and it went from shop to shop and suburb to suburb and right throughout the state.
What caused the success of the product?
Just quality, I think. Basically the product.
Housewives who tried it simply told their friends that it wasn't margarine. They thought it tasted that good.
The counterpart of this margarine is now made in the UK. It's called chronomargarine.
Hey, Eddie, how come you're such a big hit with the girls?
You can tell from what I'm drinking that I'm really kind of smooth, oh yeah. I'll take a Pepsi from the counter and a stroll up to the booth, oh yeah. And when I get to where they're sitting, that's my chance to treat these kittens to a Pepsi.
Pepsi-Cola. Lip smacking Pepsi-Cola.
Oh yeah.
Lip smacking Pepsi-Cola. Lip smacking Pepsi-Cola.
Get stuck into a day of this. You're dirty, sweaty.
How they doing?
And you've got BO. But you're the last to know.
Tell him about new Lifebuoy.
Lifebuoy's clean new smell tells you straight. It won't stop at stripping away dirt. It won't stop at washing away staleness. Lifebuoy's new cleanness goes on working, hour after hour, to drive BO clean away and get you closer to people.
cracking too. Where's the packing? What a flavor, lips smacking. Even little kids are cracking. Get a Ritz, you got a party.
Ritz have a delicious taste that's all their own. So start Ritz cracking today.
Everybody Ritz cracking.
I'm taller than you. No, you're not.
There's one thing men know about good pastry. It should have a deliciously light, crumbly taste that lifts it out of the ordinary. Cooking does just that because it rubs in cold straight from the fridge to make your pastry lighter. So you can get perfect results time after time. Lift your pastry out of the ordinary. Give it the cooking lift.
Everybody needs more work.
The roots and leaves of Sarah's weeds will disappear with tumbleweed. Colin cuts the long grass down to size. Bill's Black & Decker hammer drill goes through concrete, wood and steel. Kathy's curtains now will smoothly glide. After a day upon her feet, Bonnie's beanbag's just the seat. Yes, going straight for Woolies value really pays. Everybody needs a Woolworths store these days.
Everybody needs more work.
Wendy's plain and patent bedding was a present for her wedding, like the saucepans that appeared in sets of 3. Alpha Super Tape cassettes look the greatest value yet, and Binatone produced this portable TV.
Now it happens.
It happens to everybody I know, and it happens in so many different ways. Everybody needs a Woolworths store these days.
Need a new car? Ring Teledata on 200 0200.
Don't forget at 7:15 tonight, Family Fortunes. But now from the fortunes of families to the fortunes of Oliver and Dodger, it's Oliver Twist.
The time now is 4 minutes to 1. On Radio 2 at the moment, Brian Matthew is your host until just after 2, when James Alexander Gordon will be providing the links between you and the night and the music. But now this is John Glover on behalf of everyone here at Television Centre in London, wishing you a very good night. Good night to you.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid.
Julie Andrews joins the Muppets this afternoon at 5:45.
As soon as I come in the front door, the black and white streak comes tearing downstairs and demands his whiskers. It's definitely his favourite for breakfast, lunch and tea. I just wish it was as easy to feed the children as it is to feed Nelson. He loves his whiskers. It's moist, meaty and appetising. Nelson likes to get his teeth into the lovely meaty, chunky parts. He really enjoys it. There's never anything left in his dish. He definitely prefers his whiskers.
Whiskers Super Meat. In tests, 8 out of 10 owners said their cats preferred it.
If you're looking for the biggest sale in the United Kingdom, come to the UK £1 million sale. Yes, there's £1 million to be saved on suites, beds, everything at UK. TV can't begin to show you all the incredible bargains. Come to the UK £1 million sale.
Sometimes the solution to a headache can be as simple as this. It's called a walk in the fresh air. It may not have a concentration of painkiller, like Disprin, or a soluble fast-acting formula, like Disprin, but it may be all the relief your headache needs. When you can't walk it off, try the Disprin solution. You may not always need it, but when you do, Disprin gets straight to the point of pain, fast.
Marlow Motors have this superb new Audi 100. Test drive this incredible new car, or the great Audi 80 range. Buy your next Audi at Marlow Motors, the dealer with experience of Audi. Marlow Motors, Canterbury.
A Yankee double dealer. A Yankee do the doughboys down. I mean, look, we're 3 ladies locked in a lavatory. We could be here from Monday to Saturday. But everyone knows you are there. So when you folks leave here tonight, go put your name down. Tell them Durante sent you.
Stanley Baxter's greatest hits, tonight at 10:15.
For the children to look forward to this afternoon as well. At 20 to 5, Emu is holding a Christmas party, and at 6:15, the Muppets. But right now, it's time for a program which may have been made about me.
Change, and so do holidays. At Panorama, we've been taking personal care of people's holidays for 25 years, so we know a thing or two about travel. We fly direct from Gatwick to Spain, Majorca, Ibiza, Italy and Greece. For value for money, 1 or 2 week holidays and generous reductions for children. At Panorama, we're big enough to give you everything you need, but small enough for you to matter. Phone now for your brochure on Southampton 34455.
During cold spells, an elderly person may be too frail to light a fire, make a hot meal, or even move. They can then suffer from hypothermia. Even in mild weather, their body gets colder and colder. Left unattended, they can collapse and die. You may know an elderly person in your street who needs help. Why not drop in on your way to the shops tomorrow and simply ask if everything's all right? That's how easy it is to save a life.
Headache? I don't have time for a headache. If I do, I try to get rid of it, especially if it's a migraine headache. Me, I take Aspro Clear. They dissolve faster in the glass than tablets do in the stomach.
Tests show that Aspro Clear dissolves in the glass 3 times faster than most ordinary pain relief tablets do in the stomach.
Tastes pleasanter too.
New Aspro Clear goes clear to the pain. Helps relieve migraine headache too.
Abracadabra!
What do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to conjure up a delicious roast dinner out of thin air. Hey, presto!
Hey, Bisto!
I think you've just said the magic word.
All brown and seasoned and thickened.
Ready for dinner? Let's do our vanishing trick.
Bisto browns and seasons and thickens all in one.
Ah, Bisto!
Come inside Allied Carpets and see Britain's largest carpet sale, where you'll see every single carpet from around £2 to £20 a square yard reduced in price. You'll see Wilton's reduced, Axminster's reduced, twist pile and shag pile reduced, foam backs reduced. You'll see reductions like 30, 40, 45 and even 50% off our normal prices.
Come inside Allied.
Allied Carpets open Brighton's largest carpet superstore, 9 o'clock this Tuesday at Queen's Road, Brighton.
Bewley special for Christmas and New Year. The Motor Museum and Palace House admission includes the monorail, veteran bus, model railway and Transporama at no extra charge. Bring your family to Bewley and enjoy free rides all day.
Afternoon programs for Christmas Day include new film of highlights from some of the great comedy movies. And more fun at 20 to 5 with Emu's Christmas Adventure.
Something you never would do.
At 5:45, Julie Andrews with the Muppets.
Oh, I whistle a happy tune, and every single time, this happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid.
And the sale of the century.
I feel like Santa Claus every week on the sale of the century, but then who wouldn't? Having the chance to give away all those lovely prizes. Everyone here hopes that you'll have a very happy Christmas, and that you'll join us for our special festive edition of the sale of the century.
Christmas Day afternoon highlights on ITV.
(1977) is drawing to a close, and with it, Her Majesty the Queen's Silver Jubilee year. It's been 12 months of triumphant celebration throughout the Commonwealth. The Queen's subjects have shown their loyalty and love with cheers and presents and thousands upon thousands of flowers. Now, in one of her last formal duties of the year, Her Majesty makes her Christmas speech.
I shall never forget that scene outside Buckingham Palace in June. It was symbolic of the crowds of cheerful people who greeted us wherever we went in this Jubilee year, in 12 Commonwealth countries and 36 counties in the United Kingdom. But I believe it also revealed to the world that we can be a united people. It showed that all the artificial barriers which divide man from man and family from family can be broken down. The street parties and village fetes, the presents, the flowers from the children, the mile upon mile of decorated streets and houses. These things suggest that the real value and pleasure of the celebration was that we all shared in it together. Last Christmas, I said that my wish for 1977 was that it should be a year of reconciliation. You've shown by the way in which you have celebrated the Jubilee that this was not an impossible dream. Thank you all for your response. Nowhere is reconciliation more desperately needed than in Northern Ireland. That is why I was particularly pleased to go there. No one dared to promise an early end to the Troubles, but there's no doubt that people of goodwill in Northern Ireland were greatly heartened by the chance they had to share the celebrations with the rest of the nation and Commonwealth. Many people in all parts of the world have demonstrated this goodwill in a practical way by giving to the Silver Jubilee appeal. The results of their kindness will be appreciated by young people and by those they're able to help for many years to come. The great resurgence of community spirit which has marked the celebrations has shown the value of the Christian ideal of loving our neighbours. If we can keep this spirit alive, life will become better for all of us. The Jubilee celebrations in London started with a service of thanksgiving in St. Paul's Cathedral. To me, this was a thanksgiving for all the good things for which our Commonwealth stands, the comradeship and cooperation it inspires, and the friendship and tolerance it encourages. These are the qualities needed by all mankind. The evening before the service, I lit one small flame at Windsor, and a chain of bonfires spread throughout Britain and on across the world to New Zealand and Australia. My hope this Christmas is that the Christian spirit of reconciliation may burn as strongly in our hearts during the coming year. God bless you, and a very happy Christmas to you all.
Now, I look ahead to this evening, and a film we're going to show you about the early life of a man who's been rightly called the greatest Englishman of this century.
Sir? Lieutenant Churchill, sir. Fourth is ours.
The truth is, I'm not at all brave. In fact, the truth is, I've often felt myself a coward, especially at school. But if I could win a reputation for courage and daring, if I could be mentioned in dispatches, that would help me to get started in politics.
Bloody hell!
Simon Ward stars as young Winston, our film tonight at 7:15 on ITV.
Well, that's certainly something to look forward to. Right now, we have some clips from the funniest films of the last 40 years to show you.
Welcome to the Sevenoaks Grand Prix. Hattie Jakes versus Jackie Stewart. The loser to buy lunch for the winner in London. Jackie has an ordinary 1600cc family saloon. Hattie has an away day return, which in this case has saved her nearly half the standard fare. And with 3 trains into London every hour,
Poor Jackie.
she can time her journey exactly. So, not only is Jackie's a longer, more tiring trip, but on running costs, petrol and oil, the round trip will cost him nearly twice the away day fare. Or, in this particular case, a great deal more.
Oh, think again. Take a train to the sales.
Nobody has more holiday experience than Thomas Cook. With us, you know you're going to be okay.
Well, here we are, sir. We have Cosmos, Hugo Tours, Global, Blue Sky.
I'd no idea you did so many.
And, of course, you'll want to see View.
And they've a special pool for the children. You know you'll be okay. Nobody has more experience.
See, every holiday is protected by our free 24-hour money-back guarantee.
And don't forget that our holiday bonus can save you money on cameras, clothes, car hire, up to £70 altogether. Book now with Thomas Cook. Nobody does more for you, and it costs no more.
That's right. It costs no more.
With Thomas Cook, you know you're gonna be okay.
I'd rather leave while I'm in love, while I
still believe the meaning of the word. I'll keep my dreams and just pretend that you and I were never meant to end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. When somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take the chance of being hurt again. And you and I can't say goodbye.
They should sleep right through now, Mum.
Don't worry, bye. What you need is some Vinos.
Vinos quickly soothes chesty or tickly coughs.
Now back to sleep with you. Night-night.
Not too late, we love.
Any problems? Nothing a spoonful of Vinos didn't put right.
Vinos for all the family's coughs.
2 Hamelins, please. Right.
We asked for Hemling.
Right. That's not right. Hemling's got less than half the carbohydrate of normal beers and lagers.
Right. Hemling comes in bottles and cans.
Right. But now it also comes in draft.
Right.
Try Hemling Light.
Right.
Same strength, less carbohydrate. Right?
Every day, in every way, you'll be glad you chose a Thompson holiday. Faces new, faces too, but always there, that Thompson care, the way it was last year.
It's a fact. More people come back with Thompson than any other holiday company, which must mean that they enjoy a Thompson holiday more than any other.
Thompson, take the care, you're free to enjoy yourself.
Been neglecting the old allotment lately? Got rather involved in making this stew carve vin du patron. David, dry white, isn't it?
Yes, please.
It's made with the pick of Mediterranean grapes, you know. Charles, Alan. Vin rouge, isn't it?
George.
Cheers. Brought you some grapes. Sorry, Harry. Don't need them.
Ducard home wine concentrates, the pick of Mediterranean grapes.
Landport's big winter sale starts tomorrow at 9. There's big sale value in all departments. Come early for best bargains. Landport's, Commercial Road, Portsmouth, for the stamp of good value.
The Texas £1 million sale starts 10 a.m. Boxing Day. Pick up a live-in luxury gold line bedroom. Have it ready assembled or build it yourself at half the ready assembled price. Pick up Crown wallpaper for as little as 79p a roll. Pick up 2.5 litres of Crown Plus 2 gloss paint for only $4.49. Don't miss the big sale. Starts 10 a.m. Boxing Day at Texas Superstores.
Texas, the big one.
This is the Ford Escort that gave us our 8th consecutive victory in the RAC Rally and clinched the 1979 World Rally Championship. This is the Ford Escort we built to celebrate. A special edition with 1600cc engine, alloy wheels, sport suspension, spoilers, and Recaro seats. We call it the Escort Harrier. Like all Ford Escorts, it's rally bred. Wouldn't you like to take off in a Harrier?
Platinum, the new album from Mike Oldfield, available from all good record stores now.
Hello, hello, hello. What's the hurry then?
It's Rayford and Supreme once-a-year sale. Incredible discounts on all electrical items, and if I don't get there soon, there won't be anything left.
Rayford Electrics and Supreme discount stores once-a-year sale starts 10 a.m. Thursday the 27th.
Sometimes banks make you feel small and unwanted.
Sorry. Good morning, Mr. Preston. Do please take a chair.
But at NatWest, you'll find a warmer, more human approach.
Now, opening an account is all very simple. We try to make things as easy
So your confidence will grow and grow.
You can depend on us for clear financial advice.
Because at NatWest, you'll find we're only human.
Welcome to NatWest, Mr. Preston. Thank you.
And that makes a big difference.
Oh, mind your head.
Whew, if you'd seen me this morning, rotten cold, market day ahead, wondering how I'd get through, till the wife told me, here, she says, day nurse, she says. What nurse, I says? Day nurse, she says.
Day Nurse, the new daytime cold relief from the night nurse people. Relieves shivers, headache, runny nose, sore throat and cough, all together but without drowsiness, so you can keep going through the day.
You'll get through easily, the wife says. And she was right.
New Day Nurse from Beecham. All-round cold relief that helps you through the day.
If you want to see America, you want to let an American show you around. TWA Getaway America. We've got sun resorts, city tours, fly drive, you name it, and really great value, too. Ask TWA or your travel agent for our brochure.
You're gonna like us.
And see America with the Americans.
You're gonna like us. TWA.
Wake up to the A&N sale. Thousands of bargains in fashion, furniture, household and electrical goods. The A&N sale starts this Thursday at Chichester, Eastbourne, Guildford, Camberley, Aldershot and Maidstone.
I like to choose where I go, choose what I pay, enjoy my holiday my way. I'm choosing Pontins 'cause I'm choosy.
It's all choice at Pontins. Choose a pretty chalet or a comfortable room. Then choose how you eat. Self-catering, table service, or help yourself to a feast. At night, there's a wonderful choice of entertainment, friends, and fun. By day, games galore. If you choose to leave the kids, there's always someone to look after them. Best of all, choose how you pay. Early season prices from about £55 a week.
I'm choosing Pontins 'cause I'm choosy.
Send for Pontins' new brochure to help you be choosy.
A fabulous, colourful, spectacular show for all the family. Europe on Ice opens Boxing Day at Brighton Centre. Ticket information on Brighton 202 881. Or write Brighton Centre, Brighton.
Think of a sound. Yamaha gives it to you. Think of another sound. One finger is all you need on a new Yamaha organ. Everyone can make music quickly. And with Yamaha doing all the work, you'll discover musical talent you never knew you had.
See your TV Times or local paper for details of your nearest dealer.
35 tonight, Shirley MacLaine invites us to join her and her guests at the Paris Lido. That's after the news, and the news is now.
Good evening. Scientists say there could be more earthquakes like the one which hit the north of Britain early this morning. The quake rocked houses from Dundee in Scotland to Kendal in the Lake District in Newcastle on Tyne. It was the fifth and the heaviest in the area since October. It lasted between 30 seconds and a minute and sounded like an explosion in some areas, rocking houses and rattling furniture and windows. But there were no casualties, as Ken Rees reports.
The first tremor came at around 4 o'clock this morning. It was strong enough to send some people running into the streets as they felt their houses shaking beneath them. Scores of chimney pots fell down, but there was surprisingly little structural damage. Here in Carlisle, as elsewhere throughout the region, the emergency services found themselves dealing with a flood of calls from people woken up by the earthquake and not really sure what it was.
Well, I wakened up to the bed shuddering and the house all just shaking, and jumped out of bed and looked out of the window and couldn't see anything, and my husband ran downstairs and outside, and It was dreadful.
The Eskdale Observatory, high up in Dumfriesshire in Scotland, duty officer Mr. Charles Carr was making himself a pre-dawn cup of tea when the quake struck.
The floor was trembling. There was quite a tremble, and for a few seconds it got even worse. Then, not long after that, there was a sound like a deep rumbling, which got louder and then faded away again. This is the earthquake. It started 14 seconds after the minute had gone, and the first major onslaught of the event was 30 seconds of duration. Then, as the time went on, the lesser parts of the event were about 15 to 20 seconds, and there was 2 events like that, and then after the next couple of minutes it starts tapering off back to normal.
Meanwhile, here in Edinburgh, geologists have spent the day minutely examining this recording of the main tremor and a short secondary tremor. So strong were they, the nib of the seismographic pen jammed. With other monitoring gear, it couldn't cope. But by examining the printouts from 8 ground stations like Eskdale Muir, the tremor size has been fixed at between 4.5 and 5 on the Richter scale. Not unknown in Britain, but unusual. After computer processing, the geologists also believe they've fixed the center of the tremors.
The ever-watchful British lion.
It's spring, and that fascinating creature, the motorist, comes out of hibernation to refurbish his mobile nest. Watch how quickly he and the wiser members of the species gather all their needs for all different makes of mobile nest from one handy source. Soon his task is underway, and our chirpy friend goes into his ritual mating dance.
Thousands of parts for millions of cars. You need parts.
It's true. Your bird does chew everything.
Certainly not. He's house-trained.
But perhaps you could try not to chew a Roundtree's fruit pastel,
Can I have another one, please?
Eaten it already?
Oh, he's got it, hasn't he? Now, don't chew, Emu.
They will. Once we're through this crunchy, sparkly covering and reach the real fruit flavor inside. Oh, well, Roundtree's fruit pastels are irresistible.
No, I'm sorry, but you see, he's like these ever since he was an egg. Ow! On his out.
You can tell he's a Flora man. He insists on Flora margarine with the taste men like. Light. Delicate. Flora is made with pure sunflower oil and is high in polyunsaturates. No wonder more and more men are becoming Flora men and making sure more and more Flora wives are getting the message. Flora, the margarine for men.
Wrap a jam and sponge cake around a golden ice cream bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, a bird guy. So many ways to fancy one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, and 11 cricketers walk in the door. Have one for now, another time, have another bowl. Numbers aren't a problem. You can count on our tip roll.
Evening News Classified, can I help you?
Hello. I'm ringing about
The card.
the evening news.
I'll take it. Power steering,
2 doors.
air conditioning.
That's unusual. Cadillac. It looks a bit dodgy.
Oh, and a telephone.
Probably sell that quite quickly for you.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Cars go fast in the evening news. Ring
3535000. It's a new day. Let in the light. There's a better way. Aluminium bright. Easy moving. Home improving cold shield. It's a new dawn. Cut out the cold. Keep a body warm. New is better than old. Double blazing. Heat saving cold shield. Home improving.
Delicious?
What's new?
It's a softer, juicier bubble gum.
No kidding. What's it taste like?
Delicious. Bubblicious bubbles over with long-lasting flavor.
Yeah! What's that name again?
Bubblicious soft bubble gum. Just bubbles over with lasting flavor.
Bring me apples, bring me honey, bring me hazelnuts, bring me wheat, bring me good things to eat in Kellogg's Country Store.
Here's Ronald McDonald with a tasty treat for you. Munchy pure beef hamburgers,
McMeaty,
through and through.
McCrispy,
golden french fries, McTriple thick milkshakes. That's the magical difference that McDonald's really makes. It's the difference at McDonald's you enjoy.
You're ever outnumbered, you got to shoot fast and accurate. See these assorted toffos? There's chocolate flavor. Jim, put that on the first can. Strawberry flavor on the second, banana flavor on the third, and good old toffee flavor on the last. Now call out the flavors, any order you like.
chocolate, toffee, strawberry.
Okay. Where's the strawberry flavor? Guess you beat me to it. Yep.
He's back, Chief Inspector Clouseau. When they shot at him, he laughed. When they shortened him, he sang. See Peter Sellers in the Pink Panther's newest and funniest adventure, Revenge of the Pink Panther. All over North London from Sunday.
Come into some great entertainment next weekend on ITV. On Friday at 7:30, the rag traders learn a little self-defense.
What are all those arrows sticking in there?
He's been attacked by Red Indian. They are the Yatimi points.
The what points?
The points on a man's body that are weakest. The weakest points. Now, it says here, you see, they're specially selected for easy availability by a female using her hands, legs, or weapons as described in this book. For instance...
Mr. Pinner, I don't think we need a diagram to be told a man's weak points.
On Friday at 8 o'clock, we count down to 3, 2, 1 with host Ted Rogers. The lovely ladies that do the score. On to Saturday, and at 8 o'clock, villains and good guys prove how the West was won. Next Sunday is a very special day with the return of the Saint. Ian Ogilvy takes the title role and all the action as the whiter-than-white, quicker-than-lightning Simon Templar. Also on Sunday at 8:15, the Freddie Starr Experience, his own Top of the Pops.
About that then, guys and girls, for limited feet.
Some great shows, some great people to come in and see next weekend on ITV.
Well, they can supercharge their hot rods, they can fuel inject the motors. But all I need's an ice box to cool my Pepsi Colas. Well, a fist full of Pepsi makes the church miss a beat.
Nice motor, fellas. Wow, Pepsi, that's neat.
So when you're cruising with your buddies and you want to jump the queues, lip smacking Pepsi kills the summertime blues. Lip smacking Pepsi kills the summertime blues.
It isn't easy showing you the Aurora McLaren, or the Aurora Indy Special, or the Aurora six-wheeler, because they go at scale speeds over 5 times faster than the real thing. Aurora AFX model racing, the fast ones.
Take an apple, or a chicken, or everything you like. Add the Complete Cook, and week by week it will show you how to make so much out of them. Double-size part 1 of the Complete Cook is on sale now. Get it.
It really is the last word in cooking.
I thought my troubles were over when I discovered Delicat. It's so easy to serve. And the cat can't resist those moist morsels. But Oliver's never satisfied. Now it's Delicat for breakfast, Delicat for luncheon whenever he entertains. It's like running a restaurant. And of course, Delicat for dinner. Purina Delicat. 3 varieties for the gourmet cat.
It's 12:30. Time to go over to Dickie Davis in the World of Sport studio.
starting on BBC Two, Life on Earth, the second programme in David Attenborough's new series on the story of evolution. And coming up in a moment here on BBC One, Dallas.
As long as I gaze up.
And on BBC One later tonight, the play for today is Waterloo Sunset. Queenie Watts plays a sprightly old lady abandoned by her family in an old people's home.
Every day I look at the world from my window.
Everyone here is mad.
Be allowed.
This is a lunatic asylum for people too feeble and lifeless to even be bloody lunatics.
I'm going home.
Millions of people swarming like flies round Waterloo Underground. But Terry and Julie cross over the river, they feel safe and sound.
I used to live here. This used to be my house here. 47 years with him here.
But an injured boy shows her the way to a new life.
Tell us where you live. I'll lead you there.
No, it's opposite house.
Where Elf used to live. I know it. I know.
Waterloo Sunset, the play for today, tonight at 9:25.
This is BBC One.
Well, it's turned out jolly nice again.
Oh, here comes the weather report.
Nicer than yesterday.
If she read The Guardian, she'd have something interesting to talk about, like the Dirk Bogarde story this week.
In fact, jolly nice for this time of year.
Judy Garland stabbing him in the hand? I didn't know Bogarde wrote scripts for it. This one could do with a few new lines herself.
Come to think of it, we've been really rather lucky lately.
Dirk Bogarde's latest memoirs in The Guardian this week. Plenty to read, and even more to talk about.
Around mid-morning, Dr. Hunger's on the prowl.
Gosh, I'm hungry. Oh, bother.
It's obviously time for Macintosh's Prize.
Got your Professor Prize.
Here, lady, try a prize. Prize has protein-packed peanuts, juicy raisins, delicious fudge, and thick milk chocolate. It's unbeatable.
I hate your Professor Prize.
Macintosh's Prize. Hunger hates it.
A doll's house is like a lot of people's houses. It isn't properly insulated. That's fine for a doll's house, not for yours. Don't waste warmth and money. Get Super Wrap roof insulation today. Super Wrap. Save warmth, save money.
You wouldn't buy an ironing board without a board, so why buy an iron without a plug? Get yourself the only complete iron with a fitted safety plug and longer vents to spread the steam, and a spray to smooth out stubborn creasing, the one with a plug on.
Kleenex Boutique. 2 blending colors in each pretty new box.
On Thames tomorrow night at 9, the aftermath of war.
Vietnam ran longer than Z-cars, and at times had popularity ratings even higher than Kojak. This is Saigon, 1978, now called Ho Chi Minh City. I left Saigon with regret on April the 29th, 1975, on one of the last helicopters on the last day of the longest war this century. The war in this small Asian country occupied much of 10 years of my life, and now I'm back with many memories and emotions and trying to guess what has happened since.
Do you remember Vietnam? A report by John Pilger tomorrow night at 9, here on Thames.
On that particular episode of The Saint. Now look ahead to programmes coming your way a little later. At 12:30 it's more of those jousting jesters, that's the Battle of the Comics. And then at 1:30 Winford Vaughan Thomas takes us on a portrait of a mountain in Wales in About Britain.
Entertainment for New Year's Eve on BBC One. At 7:15, My Fair Lady, starring Rex Harrison and Audrey Hepburn.
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely?
At 10:10, a special edition of Larry Grayson's Generation Game. Includes highlights of the recent series. At 11:05, Roy Castle tops the bill in The Good Old Days. Big Ben at midnight is followed by a New Year celebration from Scotland. Entertainment for New Year's Eve on BBC One.
Now, you may like to know that the final score in the South's Division 4 away match was Stockport County 4, Portsmouth 2. Now, on BBC One, we gallop back through the year of the horse, 78.
It only takes a pair of tiny hands to create a monster with an Airfix kit. Slightly larger hands are needed to build a tank. And a feminine hand helps to recreate Anne Boleyn. An old hand enjoys putting the Golden Hind together. A very steady hand steers Concorde. There are over 400 great Airfix kits, and all they need is a hand.
Tobruk, Tripoli, El Alamein, the desert battlefields of World War II. MB presents Tank Battle, a military strategy game of 6 tanks against 6. Set up mines and keep them secret. Cut off fuel supplies and slow down the enemy. Fire shots where you predict enemy tanks will go. Confront an enemy tank and destroy it with a higher number. Destroy all 6 and you won the battle. Tank Battle, a game of military strategy from MB Games.
Today's Meccano, with cabs and wheels, rods of steel, builds big and real. Meccano, it just builds on, and on, and on, and on. Meccano models in a Meccano world. Real features, real fun. That's today's Meccano.
Man from Atlantis, Saturday, 5:30.
Am I wrong, or is it heading towards us? It's the Mudworm. It's turned that torpedo around and aimed it straight at us.
Adventure as big as the oceans with Man from Atlantis, Saturday, 5:30.
Field combat. You load the guns, aim and fire. 2 hits and he's finished.
Got him!
Sky Battle from Ideal.
Great news, horror bag lovers. My latest spine-chilling invention. I'm calling them bats, after my fiendish friends here. Say hello, fellas. It's the fattiest snack you'll ever see, with a frighteningly flighty flavor. And they said I'd never get it off the ground.
New bats in horror bags. Snacks that go crunch in the night.
I like suspense best because you never know what's going to happen next.
I know where I'm going to put mine.
So do I like suspense best because you don't have to wait a long time till it's your turn again. Suspense has got everything I want for a super game.
Suspense has got everything children want for a super game.
A last request, gringo.
Guess I'll finish this here chewy Texan bar. Por favor. Bite through the chocolate and chew real slow. Everybody knows a Texan takes time to chew. Could you boys come back next week? Texan sure is a mighty chew.
Right, I'm going to get 15 numbers up this time, starting now. Where's the one? There's the one. Faster, faster.
Numbers Up, the exciting new game you play against the clock.
He's not going to make it. Oh, hurry, hurry. 14. 15.
Numbers Up, the game of speed and memory from MB Games.
Will you be the ultimate survivor? Find out with Stay Alive. Can you make all your opponent's marbles drop through the holes?
Look, Jim's out.
Or will you lose all yours first? It all depends on your skill and luck.
I've survived.
Stay Alive, the ultimate survival game from MB Games.
This is Baby Alive. She can eat and drink her own special food. And this is Pretty Miss Emma. Lift her arm and she walks. Lift the other and she talks.
Let's go for a walk.
Baby Alive and Pretty Miss Emma from Palitoy.
Hey, what terrific fun you can have with Meccano. See how all the parts build up, just like the real thing. And with motors. Boy, can they move. Meccano models are so easy to make. And because they're made of metal, are they strong. Let your mind go bananas. You can make just about anything you like. Meccano's as big as your imagination. It's great. Make it with Meccano.
Why is Tiny Tears crying? Oh, look, now baby sister Teeny Tiny Tears has started too. But no one stays a crybaby for long when they've been sat up in their care sets or had their nappies changed and been dressed in clothes as lovely as these. Their new care set makes a pretty carry cot too. So now Teeny and Tiny Tears are ready to go out. There. Who's crying now?
Here's Ronald McDonald in a most mysterious place. So he looks for spooks and gobbledygooks. Is that really Ronald's face? So he runs downstairs. Knock, knock, who's there?
Mama!
I'm hungry for a bite to eat. Now the clock says it's McDonald's time. That's everybody's favorite treat. 'Cause there's a difference at McDonald's we enjoy.
Another collar with city dirt? That dirt edge needs mild green fairy's cleaning edge. Concentrates where powders can't. Right on the dirt.
Even on city dirt.
Oh, fairy has the cleaning edge.
And London open to all England Championship. Port Farms pies. Oh, I say. Cool, all these and the Melton Mowbray Championship for pork pies.
Petunia, have a piece of this, love.
No wonder Pork Farms won all them prizes.
Here, gentlemen, is our nerve centre. Ladies, please, don't forget your pork farm pie.
Up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Straighten that back, 3, 4. Up, stretch, tummy in, forward, 2.
Jane, how many pounds have you lost?
7. Now once again, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3.
Half a pound more than me.
2, 3, 4. Straighten that back, 3, 4. Up, stretch.
The Limits Calorie Control Diet. Because you're only human.